Ready? Set, go! Let's go now! Ready? Come on, set! Hut! Let's go! Ready? Okay, ready, go! Set up! Ready? Down! Hut! Set! Set up! Here we go! Set, go! Here we go, set! Ready? Set! Hut! Ready? Set! Ready? Ready? Go! Let's go now! Ready? Come on, set! Hut! Let's go! Set up! Set up! Set, go! Down! Set! Ready? Here we go! Hut! Here we go, set! Ready? Ready? Go! Okay, break! Ready? Set! Hut! Ready? Set up! On the set! Set, go! Set! Ready? On the ready. Hop, go. Set. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Hot, hot. Ready, ready. Go! Set. Ready! Go!
It's week 3 of the National Football League, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jets and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate. Both teams riding 2-0 starts here. We'll get the turkey and move to 3-0 as week 3 gets underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. They're brought out by a former #1 pick who always plays with energy and passion, Baker Mayfield.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And, of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
On target to Godwin. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
What's that? Got.
First down, here's Baker. Finds his man, it's Godwin. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. All right, Brock, getting a look now at their draft class from this year, and some haters on the outside for this class, but I know inside the building, they're real excited about this group.
You know, one thing, Kate, I've learned, meeting scouts out on the road, especially on the college level, I'll talk to them, they'll say, different organizations, like, yep, this guy's a Raven. Yep, this guy's a Seahawk. Yep, this guy just fits who we are. The elite programs, they don't care about the noise on the outside. When they see a fit to their team and their organization, they go get them. And that's what I see in this draft class.
They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Mayfield to throw again. Escapes the pocket. He's on the move. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the 39. Catch made by Bucky Irving.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Baker now from the gun. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, he couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flight. Xavier Gibson now to return. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45. So now it's the Jets getting out on offense for their opening drive. They'll be led out by one of the league's promising young talents at quarterback in his first season out of Texas.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So many coaches love 3rd downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
He put too much juice into that one. It lands in the end zone. We're bringing things out to the 20-yard line. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their 2nd drive coming up. And so far, they've executed exactly how they drew it up, Brock. Early lead, no points allowed, and a chance now to seize control of the game on their 2nd possession.
And, Kate, generally, offenses love to script their first 10 to 15 plays. Well, this entire game script is playing out just the way they want to. With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Throwing again is Baker. Pass complete. 2-2 Atwell.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So now a much tougher task here as they come up on 2nd and 20.
Alert, 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 alert.
Tight end in motion left. Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
I know I'm nitpicking a little bit here, Kate, but if they could have held off just another second before making contact, they may have driven this QB right into the end zone, and we know what that would have meant. Well, 2 points and the defense ignited.
And they'll wrap him up for a minimal gain to about the 7. Calling around 3, and that leaves them with 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. It's taken at midfield. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. We've got a stoppage now. There was a player shaken up on that return, so we'll take a brief break as they tend to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Throw left side, complete. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Buying some time right. We'll check this one down. Complete to the fullback. And this one doesn't go far.
Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket. It really does become, well, the schoolyard. And you got to scramble around. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Running is Allen. And it's a gain down to the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on third down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stop for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2.
Here we go.
Looking for a throw here. Has it down close. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Allen has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Just 1 yard on the run. Still in good shape, though, with 2nd and goal from the 2. Now for the 2nd quarter, and the Jets, they've got to look towards that end zone. And he gets in, touchdown! The Jets can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jets tie this game 7-7. On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. Time for us to get another look at this Tampa Bay offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Good. What's that?
Here's Baker to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice. Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Daniel Whelan on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Trey Palmer on the return for the Buccaneers. Got 49 on his first punt. This one looks even longer. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will be backed up pretty deep to start this drive. 1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Has him on the quick hitter. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. They get 28 out of that play. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Mayfield on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Godwin. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. They'll come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
That one gains 7. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. And they kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets have to begin another drive. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. First and 10 now from the 30. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Jets at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. Now looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he gets him around 6 there. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Headed out right. Wilson's got it. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Back now, pressure on its way. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They'll throw it again. That's an incomplete pass. Couldn't find a home there.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Brought in right side by Moore. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Field goal try upcoming from the Jets. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, here's Baker. This finds Evans, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
That pass complete to Irving. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. 58 yards on the punt there. And it's going to be their football coming up. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
On 2nd and 7. Completed over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Timeout taken by New York. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Pass play now. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they face 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punter on now, and he gets into this one. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. Gibson now to return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. So to begin the 3rd quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
This is Allen on the give. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. This time it's a passing play. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they could still do their damage.
Davis takes it straight ahead. And not a lot of space to work. He's brought down at the 45. Give him 3 yards. That's going to bring up 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
2nd and 8. Brought in right side. He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They pick up 20 yards there. And it'll give the Jets a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Looking right, and he finds him. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2 yards on the pickup, and that leaves him with 3rd down and 3. Pass play coming here. The throw is caught. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. On the handoff, Allen. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Touchdown, New York! He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bucs on offense now. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown, and heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Second and 16 at the 24-yard line.
They kick the running back in motion. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first two plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely third down pickup.
Third and long, Mayfield. He's going to try to drop it. Tried to float that one in, and the defender's there for the interception. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Davis up the middle. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up second and 6. They send a tight end in motion. Second and 6 now. This is reeled in by Wilson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. So we're through 3 here. First down, ball at the 36. He's going to throw this one. Short pass caught by his tight end. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Let's go.
Allen trying this straight ahead. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. Give him 4 yards there, and they only need 1 more now on third down. Now it's a bootleg for him. Flushed out of the pocket. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Back to throw, needing a first. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, first and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Dumped off to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the 30 on second down. He's on the move. Now he takes it. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face second and 10.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Right back to Irving now. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. Baker now from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
The kick is off the mark. No good. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the 4th.
Kate, he's going to need a lot of support from his teammates after that one because he knows it. Everybody knows it. The game may have rested on that try, and that'll be one that's tough not to dwell on.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Davis. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They run with Allen. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7. Back to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Punt team on the field. And he's been getting all of it every time out. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. On target to Godwin. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Mayfield now from the gun. Complete out to the right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down. From the gun, Mayfield. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field.
Pressure's there, and He goes down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with third down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. Buccaneers down by only 3. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this third down is unsuccessful. He's back to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Here he is to throw. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He has been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think, were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over
there
and
you
over.
Go. Let's go. On the carry, it's Allen. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. Second and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Hits him on the in route. And they make the tackle at the 38. Tampa spends its second timeout now. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. New set of downs for him at the 38. This is Allen. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Right back to Allen. And he's able to get this down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
It's Allen again. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. They managed a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. He finds space, middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They'll run now with Allen. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That one right down the middle. And the Jets push the lead up to 12.
Buccaneers 14.
On is the Jets kickoff team now to tee it up and send it away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. And as much as we thought we'd be watching highlights here, talking about this passing game, Brock, it's been the guys on the other side of the ball who've come in and stolen that spotlight.
Yeah, and in an offensive-driven league, and one that's sometimes even legislated that way, it's nice and refreshing to see a defense put together an effort like this.
Amen.
Be the ones everybody's talking about for how well they've played on their side of the ball.
Throwing again is Baker. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And they'll have the first down, but we're inside of 20 seconds to play now. So we have a pause here inside 2 minutes. All reviews come from the booth, and they want to take one more look.
The previous play is under review.
Well, we're going to see how much of a sideline maven he is, Brock. This one very close, whether he got the feet down or not.
And I'm so impressed by all these mavens because you've got to make that transition from college where 1 foot, you're good.
Yep.
But not at this level. You've got to be a ballerina. You've got to get those toes both in, and the replay booth will be the judge of it.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So they sent it to a second set of eyes in New York, and the call on the field is confirmed. Slot man in motion right. First down, here's Baker. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Receiver in motion, headed right. Mayfield to throw again. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down. Now to throw. And he's going to go down. Jets brought the pressure and got to him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. So it's a road win for the Jets. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Jets, as with that, we sign off from Tampa.